question. So can you guys tell me what the quadratic formula is?
Minus b equals plus or minus the square root of b
squared
minus over 2a. Over 2a.
That's the last time I do that.
Oh, you know it so well.
Okay.
Aren't you proud?
It's like 5 Skylers trying to compete for the
She started
last
doing that in
one.
Spanish and we all like just gave her one.
Literally, you were the only one to give me a look, actually.
No, everybody gave me
No,
one.
they're not even in the top.
No, Whitley was there. Whitley gave me
But
one.
she was looking.
Whitley gave me
You
one.
are Whitley's not here. She's not here.
Okay. What should I
Whitley gave
do?
me look.
What should I do first? What should I do first on this?
Get rid of the 1.
Minus 1.
Okay. So what is my A, B, and C?
3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
Negative 2.
Okay. Please stop shouting.
You guys are so erratic.
Okay.
No, that was not me, I swear.
I think it was Corey.
It was.
Negative B
So it's just 2.
is -2, so it's 2. All right. What am I about to do wrong?
You need
Parentheses.
parentheses.
You need a square.
You need square.
Okay. You need to square the negative.
Square. Hey Whitley,
Hey, Gianna.
I love using your pencil.
I'm so glad you're doing
Thank you.
Okay. This one comes out as square root of 16. What's the square root of 16?
4.
4. So this one is going to simplify completely. 2 plus 4 divided by 6.
1.
1.
2 minus 4
Negative 2.
divided by 6.
Negative 1/3.
Yeah. Negative 1/3.
Whitley wiped stuff off me.
It was your own spit.
Nasty eye.
No, it was gum.
Yeah, you're gross. You're gross.
What did I say? I feel bad, but
What do you feel bad for?
nothing much.
Nothing much.
Yeah, you can literally tell your tone what you're talking about. Oh, wait, not the same.
What was it? 1 and 1/3.
I did it.
1/3?
Negative 1/3.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan.
6a squared plus 2a plus
Yeah, I
4.
knew that, but why do you feel bad? Because I'm sorry. Oh.
Okay, what's my A, B, and C?
6, 2, and 1.
So, negative B plus or minus. These-
Square root of.
Minus 4. And
This is not.
all over 2.
That.
That was really good stuff.
Notice how when people aren't interrupting me, I can say, oh, next.
Oh, Isabel.
That's funny, Skylar.
She isn't a son.
Oh my word.
The birthday girl.
Happy
birthday
Happy birthday
to
to
you.
you.
To you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, it has an accent.
Okay.
Would you know?
If you plug this in your calculator, it'd probably say error.
No error.
Why would it say error?
Because it's a negative.
Okay. So you can kind of still do it on your calculator-ish if you just plug in what's under the square root without the square root. Then you'd get -20. And then on your calculator, unless you have the nice calculator, on your calculator you could go back in and plug in square root of 20. But if it's a negative, what should be part of our answer?
Parentheses.
I.
Oh, shoot.
I.
I.
So it's 2i squared root of 5. However, what should we do when there's an imaginary number? You guys remember? What should we do with this
Oh,
12?
it's a fraction.
Yeah.
Split it up,
And you put the I at the
and
end.
the I should go at the end of the fraction.
But you can simplify the number too, right? Which?
Okay, yeah. Are we cold?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised it turned on.
Me too.
If anything, it should be the heater because it's cold outside.
No.
Baby.
Skater, I hate outside.
Me and Skylar were singing Christmas.
Okay, yeah, should these reduce?
Yes.
Yes. 2 and 12 divided by 2 is 1 and 6. So it's -1/6. Okay, 1 times square root of 5 is just square root of 5. So this one is that.
Uh-huh, you're right. Good job, good job.
Thank you. I feel
Would you
very
rather
good about
be
myself.
a land animal or a sea
Sea
animal.
You
I'm
are
sorry,
a whale.
I was talking to Mr. Jordan, guys. size.
Sea animal,
That's
okay, if you lived in the sea, it's like
Boring.
vast
And
nothing.
there, this.
And sea animals are freaky looking if you,
Bro,
Like-
I'm not trying to be a slimy fish. I'm trying to be like, I want to be like a dolphin.
I know.
I want to be a beluga. I want to be a beluga whale.
But
What a starfish.
Oh,
You're
whale
a
shark.
What about like a
What a
wall?
shark.
Those are cool.
Or an orca.
Or a dog? A dog would be a good.
That's
Or a
right.
cat.
Or
Or
a
a squirrel.
That's
No,
not
I
I
think
think
squirrels
squirrels
driving.
are so bad.
okay,
What if you're in Utah?
so,
What if they have
hush, 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 hush. Okay, on this one, the directions say determine the number and nature of the solutions. So do you guys remember this assignment?
Mm-hmm.
It was called the discriminant.
Mm-hmm. It's underneath the
Okay.
the square root.
Yeah, like if this came out negative, that means you're gonna get an imaginary complex answer. Okay, I'm gonna skip that part though, because I don't care that much about it.
Okay.
We're just gonna solve it by whatever method is we can. What are like our two options basically to solve this?
Factoring or quadratic formula?
Factoring quadratic formula.
Quadratic formula.
There are a few problems like this, for example, where you could just get x squared by itself and take the square root of both sides.
Yep.
But when there's an x and an x squared, you can't. It's either factoring or quadratic formula. That's most of them. 90% of the time it's going to be that. 10% of the time, actually you could use quadratic formula on this, but just getting x squared by itself is the easiest. Okay, anyways. So we're going to solve by the method of our choice. Actually, this one, if you think about it, like 2 and 1 and 1 and 1 don't add up to 5. This one does not factor. That's why they wanted us to use this to see what kind of answers we get and whether it factor or not. This does not factor, so we have to use quadratic formula on this one.
Yes.
So A, B, C. Negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Quadratic formula is big on this test, and usually people
Big.
miss them.
Why? Oh,
I don't know.
big.
I-
That's stupid. What
Maybe-
do you mean why? It's so. I gotta start prepping. You gotta tell me everything.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't, not sure.
Because you check how we set it up, don't you? The-
Yeah, I give them, it's usually they get partial credit. Because somehow they screw something up inside the square, I don't
Oh,
know.
like the parentheses maybe? Is it
Maybe,
negative?
yeah, maybe. Or, like, they don't subtract the 1 over and they use the wrong A, B, and C or something.
Oh. You're making me nervous. I like the question over dramatic.
Well, if you like it, you probably get it right, but, so this is 25 plus 8 is 33. So if it's the square root of 33, what can we do with this? Yes. The answer is nothing. That's all. So,
That's why we're confused.
this doesn't simplify in any way. By the way, if this had been a 5, does that simplify?
Yes.
No.
No?
Not unless you split it up, because 5 has to be, both of these need to be divided by 5, so you can't just do one of them.
So if you split it up, it wouldn't even help this.
If you split it up, then you could reduce it on the 1.
But it wouldn't even help, right?
You could reduce this one,
So the only time you should
if
split
you
it
did
up
split it.
is when.
The only time you need to split it up if it's an I.
Oh.
They're okay if you leave it as normal, if it's a normal square root.
Square root.
I'm forgetting something.
Well, like, what if-
Oh, did you guys notice if you plug like plus in your calculator and you get like this answer, do you really need to plug in the minus? No, because it's just
Yeah.
gonna be the same thing.
I have a question. So if it was the square root of 144, you should,
But that'll be 12.
yeah, then you could just leave
So
it
you
as
can,
12.
no, you'd have to finish it, like, because this simplifies more. You'd have to do 5 plus 12 divided by 4. Like, your calculator would do that if you plugged it all in.
Chapel for like 3 weeks.
I know.
This it works. It actually worked in the Veterans Day program, so we're
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're having an actual band today.
I was wondering because a bunch of
Yeah,
parents
we
been
are.
checking in when I was
We're an
here.
actual band, yes.
Well, yeah.
John's playing guitar. Roman's on drums.
Okay.
Owen plays
Roman.
the drums?
He did.
I thought I heard Owen.
Oh, you said
Eli, are you in
Roman.
it? No.
Eli.
Why aren't you playing?
Or well, I know Roman's in the band. I assumed he was.
Trumpet.
The trumpet's actually cool.
I think the singers are those two 8th grade girls.
I kept on reading verses that I could.
Yeah, that did it like with the music in the background.
I know it.
Or maybe there's.
So good.
I want it. I think it's Nano Stars.
Oh, you're talking about the Veterans Day?
Yeah.
We
Or the pastor appreciation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like I was like 3 in my son's at 3 and I was like, okay, so I go, but I was like, so I told you I would have.
Zero hours.
Okay. So on 33, listen. This does it factor. Okay, it's hard to tell whether this factors or not, right? So
Let's not do it. Let's just do quadratic formula.
you can just go straight to quadratic formula. However, I do know that it factors.
No.
So just for practice, let's do some factoring.
-7 and -7.
What's going to go in the front?
3x.
3x times x. What goes into negative 42?
-2 and 21.
Okay, it'll be the little times
What would
tables
be the
one.
opposite?
Like -7 and 6.
Oh, shoot.
Or actually,
Negative
-6. Because this makes negative 18 plus
Oh,
7.
shoot. Okay.
Anyway,
That was nice.
so here's the part that I wanted to practice. What x values make this?
Positive 6.
Minus 3.
And then
seven.
7 over 3.
Negative
Negative 7 over 3.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Willis.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
You guys know that reference?
Yeah. My mom.
Everybody knows that.
My dad.
If
What
we
you
never
talking about,
knew-
Willis?
Did your parents like make you look it up on YouTube or something?
No, my dad looked up the other day. He my mom in the kitchen. Oh my God, what you think? He goes down and sits on the table and eating his dinner and plays this song on repeat until he's done eating his dinner, and you can hear it from the whole house. I about strangled him.
Okay, he says that saying every day.
It was so annoying.
I have a feeling you are not physically able to strangle your dad.
Larry.
My grandma's
He
scary.
really walks like a Larry. It's hilarious.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Bless you.
What are we gonna do? I'm running out of room.
42.
Sorry guys, I forgot to
Should go for 40.
Okay. This section is pretty much the same thing because it just says solve by the method of your choice. Okay, what's our choice here?
Choice is not to
Take
solve it.
X out and then.
Okay, before we do that,
I'm trying to learn Italy.
I don't like fighting.
shh, before we take something out,
Divide by 4 on both sides. And divide by X on both sides. And then you get X.
Okay.
Take 4X out.
you don't want to divide both sides by x because that eliminates answers. Dividing by 4 would be fine, but normally we want a 0 over here, right? So let's bring this over first. Dividing by 4 would have been fine, though.
Is this one where we have to find a blank, the number after the 2L X?
Okay, well, if
Completing the square.
we can factor it by taking stuff out, or you could do quadratic formula. If we did quadratic formula, what's the a, b, and c?
Oh, we have to do the -2 divided by
4,
2.
negative 12,
1.
And then complete
0,
0.
because there is no number
Oh,
right
I
there.
remember that.
Couldn't
But
we put like
what can we take out of-
divided by 2 thing?
4.
We can take out 4.
It'd be 1 and 3.
4 and what else?
X.
X.
Isabel's out in the hall.
She's always in the hall. Okay,
She had her backpack, she was going out the front.
She said,
Are you serious?
on
Cook.
her birthday.
Cook.
Poor girl.
No. That can't be good.
Mr. Jordan laughs.
gonna have to edit this video.
That's 5.
Okay, what's gonna be left right here?
1
X.
minus 3.
X minus 3. Okay, what x values make this equal 0?
0.
Positive 3.
Positive 3
And 0.
and 0.
0.
Because 4 times 0 times this equals 0.
0.
0.
There's an x outside, 0 is gonna be an answer. Alright, we're moving in group, we're getting there.
No, we're not.
I think we got 55, right? Is that one?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
We should go to 40 and play it safe.
Yeah.
Or
As
do
opposed-
what time to work?
Or we just
Wait.
stop at 38
No. I mean, we can do that too, but 40.
and then just not grass.
That's true. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, there's Lathan. I hope he trips.
You said, oh, I hope he trips.
Oh, look, it's late
I
now.
hope he trips. I don't like Lathan.
I like Layton a lot.
You guys are BFFs.
The amount of time that I've been.
They're so buddy that they share a house.
It's crazy. It's like.
And
it's a
yet,
lot.
you don't stop.
No, I don't stop. He starts me, I gotta finish it. I can't let him think he's won.
You just like, you stand, here's what you do, stand at the door, shout something, close it, and then you know what.
I do, and then he comes out the door and shouts something again, so then I do it again.
One time I did that with Carson, he broke the door. I literally charged through it, the hinges, or like not the hinges, the other side wood flew off everywhere, and my mom made him glue it all back.
There's a day in my house, like, he was 5, he got mad at me, he was chasing me through the house with a baseball bat. So I ran in my room and just like locked the door, and he took the baseball bat and just boom! And there was like a dent in my door from
That
it.
is crazy.
I hope we got in trouble for that.
He did.
Okay, so, what should we do on 37? Shh.
Come here, tell me.
Okay, story time over. What should we do on 37?
Get everything to
Take
one
stuff
side.
out. Oh, shoot, I didn't see the plus one.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
you, Eli.
We want a 0 over here, right? So let's join the party. So, what's gonna be on my left side here?
3x
3x
squared plus 5x
Plus 5x minus.
minus 1.
Okay, this one I don't think factors, did I copy this right? Okay, I copied this a little bit wrong, actually. That's supposed to be a 7.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you did. Oh, just a 7? No.
No X. So now it's
Nuts.
minus 2x plus 6.
And now it factors.
Okay, no, I don't think it does, actually.
I was just guessing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but it doesn't. So we're gonna have to do
Quadratic formula.
negative
2
b.
years ago? Quadratic formula?
Yeah, algebra 1 course. It wasn't last year.
Quadratic formula.
I said 2 years ago. Maybe I
don't mind, but I did math.
I'm just saying it wouldn't have been last year. It's not a geometry thing. B squared minus 4ac
You know what's fun?
over.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another problem where you would get syntax.
That makes me so mad when I do that, because then I type it all in and then it clears it, and it makes me very unhappy. So negative 47.
You know what you could do? No, well. Never mind. Okay,
I just always have to do the determinant, or
discriminant.
yeah, by itself.
68 does simplify a little bit because it's
Wait a second.
2 squared is 17. But there's an I, so just like that problem we did earlier.
2 plus.
How do we do this though?
You don't.
What do I do with the 6?
What if you could
Put it under both. Also my I should be up here.
On the
It's
outside.
1/3 plus or minus.
2 6 reduces to 1/3.
Did you get it, Corey?
Or it'd be square root of
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Guys, there's students practices too, so I'm scared to get it.
I know.
That
That was
Alright.
really.
Is she putting on lipstick?
And she just, no, she's on her computer. Why don't you just close that?
I thought you were putting on more chapstick.
It's what?
It won't die if you close it.
It's dead.
Your computer just doesn't.
That's doing.
Like, I already turned it in.
Like, what does it do?
I'm
just
just
like-
like,
11:45.
Last time I'm gonna send it right in front of his
face
face.
and make sure to see it.
Cause he didn't come off, I had to print it off myself last time.
Yeah,
Okay.
we get emails a lot of the time.
It has been a couple days
No.
since we did this.
Oh,
Sure.
this actually
Easy.
It's not
Okay.
It's so hard.
How did, no, it's not. Incorrect. You guys forgot already. How do we set up greater than?
It is
Or,
It's
Smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest.
Hey, can you guys let me speak?
It's gonna,
I actually knew that one.
it's gonna be smaller than the small, bigger than the big. But how should we solve this?
Sorry.
What multiplies into negative 27?
9 and 3.
That adds up to negative 6.
Negative 9
9,
plus 3.
9, or like anytime I look at
So the zeros of this are 9 and negative 3.
You're right. Good job.
Okay, if it's a greater than, we're gonna do smaller than the small one. So,
Bigger than the big one.
or bigger than the big
Why
one.
do you sound so sad?
Bigger than
She's still grieving that she didn't get to say the
It's really
answer.
okay. It's because I actually knew it, guys.
witness, that's crazy.
You just have to shout out everybody else like Skylar
Yes,
does.
just do that.
I even raised
No,
my hand.
I'm joking. Don't do that.
The answer is negative B plus.
Shh, down. Okay.
I'm running out of room.
Bro, this
Bro, how do you
is so
not
easy.
Corey, you were just complaining about it.
She's
Oh,
catching.
man.
She's catching Emily-itis.
kind of a rare disease, you know?
I don't know.
It's just you get it if there's no cure.
No.
It's bad.
I know it's bad. I've witnessed it. All right.
Emily, how long do you have to
I'm
deal
gonna
with
press
this?
you right
What?
How long do you have to deal with Emily-itis?
Until you die.
Oh, shoot.
You
now.
lazy
Run
forever?
out of
You're
turn.
close to Corey.
Die, witch.
All right, jeez. Let's get out of control.
Man, this packer.
This packer.
This, yeah, I'll break you.
This packer. All right.
Is this factor ever?
It would stop drawing on my page. I can't get some more rid of that.
I don't think this
I
one
don't think it's-
factors.
I don't think so.
So it's kind of like number 20 from Monday. We're gonna have to quadratic
And it's
formula.
less than, so it's in
I
between.
don't know.
Yeah,
Good
less
job,
than.
Whitney.
Thanks.
You got it in before I even asked. That's probably why I did it.
Yeah, it's in between.
Okay.
Okay, so quadratic formula, this sucker.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bruce Willis slapped me across the face.
I don't believe that.
I said on everything. Because I went like this to my
lying,
and
bro.
I think that you said,
Stop lying.
I don't.
Now she's a liar. too.
Hey, this is a.
for
Oh,
the number 2. The Emily-itis is kicking in.
All right.
Oh no, this one's ugly.
So it's supposed to be between the two numbers.
Duh.
So what's the smaller number?
I don't know.
Keep going, Eli.
4.
What?
Dadgummit, this is for you.
Okay, the smaller number would be the one with the minus.
Stop.
Stop. I'm Willie. I'm very
Okay.
angry.
Do you guys follow that?
Yeah.
The smaller number is the one with the minus. The bigger number is
It's
the,
a negative.
because when you subtract, it gets small. The bigger number will be the one with the plus.
Wait, we didn't have to draw a number line for last one, did we?
Bro, what
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is too much for me.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
we probably should look up, like, plug it in and get the decimal version of this, but that's okay.
But we don't need to.
We'll cheat and just leave it as whatever.
Let's just do that.
We're done.
Yay! Guys!
Good job, guys.
Teamwork and stuff.
Let's see what the book put.
Leave it.
Or they probably didn't. They probably didn't graph.
They didn't graph?
I'm gonna kill
Well,
everybody.
they hid the answers.
So we don't have to
You
graph?
were just like, oh, half across there.
Aren't you telling me?
No, I was trying to see if what they made their graph look like, but
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
All happy.